Okay, I'd like to talk about a very important touch sensitive issue, and that is playing up to the frets when you're playing guitar. Every note up to the fret. And you might say, well, first of all, what does it mean to play up to the fret? You have a distance, a area between frets. Like this is the first fret, this is the second fret, and you have this space between them. So when we're up to the fret, we're hugging up against the fret that we're playing. So if I'm playing the second fret, I'm right up against that. If I'm playing the first fret, I'm right up against that. Now with the same pressure, if I move away from the fret, you see the note isn't very good, and I'm starting to get a first fret note, and it just doesn't sound that good. I can press harder and get the second fret sound, but I'm pressing twice as hard. Why press twice as hard when you can press with half the pressure and get a great sound right up to the fret? So that's two reasons, tone and less pressure, to play up to the fret. Another very important reason is accuracy. So if I'm shifting, especially like here on the C scale, I'm shifting from the third finger on the fourth fret to the first finger on the fifth fret. And playing up to the fret when you shift is primary. It really makes the difference if you're accustomed to playing up to the fret. Well, you might ask, well, how can I know that I'm playing up to the fret? It's like I was saying in the beginning of this lesson, you develop a touch sensitivity. So if I put my first finger at the second fret, and if I purposely pull it away, why don't you try that and then see if you can slide up toward the fret without looking at it, and do you feel the finger coming up to the fret? You feel it hitting the fret. It's like a little bump in the carpet, right up to the fret. And that's touch sensitivity. Now let's do it again and feel the fret. Now let's purposely go away from the fret, and you can feel that you're not up to the fret. Okay? And if that feels wrong, that you're not up to the fret, then you've developed a good sense of playing up to the frets, because you're conditioned to feel that little bump, which is the fret. And to develop that, you might try just putting your finger at the first fret and then coming up to it, and then come up to the second fret, and then the third fret, and then the fourth fret. You might even strike the string and slide from one fret with just one finger. And then you could try it on the second string. And you know, it's okay to look, but also try doing it without looking so that you can feel the fret. Okay? And then we go to the fourth string. Now we're on the wound strings, and the strings are fatter, so it's a little harder to feel that bump in the carpet, but you can still feel it, right? Just run your finger without even playing anything and see, or you could just run it up the neck, and you can feel the frets. You can feel when the finger is going over a fret. So let's try the fifth string. It's even fatter, so it's harder to feel the fret, but it is still possible to feel the frets, even on the sixth string. So you run your finger up the sixth string, and if you have fat fingers like me, you can, some part of your finger is feeling the fret. So that's one thing that you can do to develop that. Another thing is to play scales. Like you could just take 1 octave scales and just watch your fingers like a hawk and make sure that you're right up to the fret on every note. And do that for 5 to 20 minutes a day. You can do any kind of scale pattern. See, I'm doing a 2-octave pattern that does not have a shift. Sorry. And then I can do ones with shifts. Now, you can feel like I missed a couple of frets there, and you can hear that buzz, right? I didn't say I'm a good player. So playing up to the fret is kind of primary, and I feel like for the most part I play up to the frets, and but I've seen people, like especially observing students, and I've seen some students who never ever play up to the fret, and not even by accident. And then I've seen people who play up to the fret on virtually every note, and that's accuracy. That's fine tuning and accuracy. And you do that by walking before you run. You have to really do some woodshedding where you're playing very slowly and just very deliberately before you try playing fast, Then you could try maybe touch sensitivity, playing right up to the frets. That's part of the left hand feeling our way around the fretboard. Touch sensitivity. I love that concept for guitar playing, and it comes into play in many different ways. So think about that. And subscribe to my channel, John Hedger Guitar Studio. Like my Facebook page. Thank you so much.